Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Welcome to the Bad Dad Vice podcast.
Mi nombre es James.
Mi nombre es Jaime.
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bad Dad Vice podcast. This episode is brought to you by nobody. Nobody right now.
Possibly you.
But we're still looking for potential sponsors. One of the hottest growing podcasts with less than 20 subscribers on this side of the Mississippi. Do we have less than 20? Do we have more than 20?
No. I think we're at 100 now.
If you would just like check things,
We don't have
once.
we don't have 100.
Yeah, we do on YouTube. Yeah.
So we have we have a pretty good we've got
Mr.
a pretty good
Beast,
mix.
watch out.
Yeah,
We
so
got
we've got a
100
pretty good
subscribers.
mix. So we have very little crossover between all of our social media. Like our TikTok audience is not on our YouTube and is not on our Instagram. Everybody's different. Because I've checked it.
That's not true.
So we've got more often than not.
Oh, okay.
Like you're
You said
saying
they're
people
not.
like you're saying like people that follow us on TikTok do not follow us on Instagram?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, we're posting the same thing.
Yeah,
to
because
TikTok
everybody's
and
got different
Instagram.
audiences.
You don't
So,
have to see
yeah.
it.
On YouTube, we are like one clip away from hitting 100. We're at 99 subscribers right now. Wow. We've got
We're almost at 70,000 views, 60,000 views?
70,
We're like-
80,000 views.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been really talking this thing down. This is way bigger than I ever thought it was.
Yeah.
When people ask me
Talking
about
it
when,
down.
when people ask me about this, I'm like, it's literally nothing.
And
It's like,
this is like the 22nd episode.
Yep.
This is 22
20.
in?
23, I think.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
we're 23 in.
Yeah, so we've got 100
good.
100 on YouTube.
Jamie's
we've got
never listened.
we've got 167 followers on TikTok. We got like 150 on Instagram,
Yeah.
and then
Wow.
we've got like I think 850 podcast downloads.
How many do we have on MySpace?
Oh, way more.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Way
Tom.
more.
Tom from MySpace. He loves our stuff.
Yeah, he's getting in after it.
Huh, I like that. All right, well, welcome back. This is the third episode of the new year, 2024. So hopefully you viewers out there are keeping up with your New Year's resolutions. I know the daddies here have been keeping it strong. How's everybody doing?
I'm eating less.
Are we following the 3-step
Eating
process?
Ish.
Yeah.
Are we following that 3-step
Yeah.
process?
How's everybody doing on our little weight loss challenge? I know abs, you're doing pretty good.
I'm killing it. My 3-step process is working. So for those of you that did not hear the 3-step process because you didn't listen to the first episode of the year, eat less, then eat better, then start exercising. I'm still in step 1 of eating less. I'm down 10 pounds
How long does each step take?
until you stop losing weight. Just eat less, eat less until you plateau,
pretty good.
and then change the step. Right, once you hit that plateau, then you got to go. All right, now I got to move to step 2.
So what do you like get down to taking a bite of a burger?
No. You got to survive. You have
Okay,
to
that's what I'm asking.
Right. But you guys should have seen how much I was eating before this. It was ridiculous.
I'm down, but I think only because I had COVID for a week and just straight up didn't eat. So
Dude,
I did eat less during that week.
See, it works. I love like getting sick. That's like a great way to start your weight loss. Right? If you're like sick and you're like you don't eat for a week and you're like, oh man, I dropped 12 pounds. I had the flu. It's like, oh man, what a great time to start just
Speaking of that,
getting that weight loss trend.
you have a child with hand, foot, and mouth, and you came here, and I forgot until you showed up that you're bringing disease into this house.
No. She had some bumps on her face. They said it was possibly.
Wait till
hand,
Emily
mouth,
hears this.
But they're all gone. It's okay. She doesn't have it.
I got hand, foot, and mouth.
You know
and
what
I got hand, foot, and
you know
mouth.
what the
I was
doctor
so
said?
sick that I passed out and hit my head, had to be taken to
you
the
know-
hospital.
Are you kidding me?
Do you know what the doctor said? The doctor said we could take her back to daycare that day. We called her. So they were like,
You
as
get a
long-
new doctor.
As long as I might need to call a new doctor. They said that.
Who's your doctor?
As long
Dr. Phil?
Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper. Can I take my daughter back?
They said.
This is good. This is going to be the next season of Dr. Death.
They said
Jeez,
that.
man.
They said that as long as she didn't
Thousands
get,
of babies got hand, foot, and mouth in Jacksonville.
Yeah, like
She never got a fever,
doing?
and she never stopped eating or drinking or anything like that. And they were like, as long as she doesn't do any of that, you could take her back to daycare like tomorrow. Now we kept her home Thursday, Friday, but today she's totally fine.
Did you have chicken pox when you were a kid?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, because I never had chicken pox. I think maybe that may be why I got.
Oh yeah,
Really
that
sick.
might have something to do with it.
because that got me good, man.
Because I was telling people at work about it too, and I was teaching. So this was Thursday. I was teaching, and I'd be like standing up there teaching, and like that morning I found out that she had it, and like as I was
I thought
teaching,
you said
like,
she didn't have it.
well, like
Well-
what she said, you know what I mean?
What?
Oh,
So
here we go.
So as I'm teaching, like
This is how the
palm,
apocalypse starts.
the palm of
This
my
is my
hand.
nightmare.
What's that right there? What's
Like-
that right there?
What
What's
is
that
it?
right there on your knuckle?
My ring.
Right there. Oh, no, on the other knuckle. What is that?
I don't know.
What is it? No, you,
Can you zoom in on this?
no,
No, I don't think I can zoom in on your.
we don't have a camera operator. Cameraman 1.
So as I was teaching, I like the palm of my hand like got itchy, and I was like, oh fuck, it's happening right now. It's happening right now. What do you want?
I can fucking see. Yo can put it near me.
What is that?
Hand, foot, and mouth is what it is.
It's not hand, foot, and mouth, you
Dude.
guys. I didn't moisturize today. Don't.
There's
worry
literally
about
a red bump on your knuckle next to your ring, on your middle finger.
it. It's probably
Like
a freckle,
right
dude.
here,
I'm a
right
fr-
there.
I'm
All
a
right,
right
so
there.
I see it. It's probably just a
right.
freckle. I'm a freckly
It's
guy.
probably just a freckle. That's how. That's you know what happened. That's how the settlers killed all the Indians with their chickenpox blankets,
It's probably just a freckle.
smallpox blankets.
No,
probably
no, I
just
don't
a
think so. I don't think so.
all right, well, we're here now. So, anybody got any updates or anything like that besides hand, foot, and mouth?
My daughter doesn't have hand, foot, mouth, but she is. I will say this: she is on the verge of walking. She's very
Yay.
close.
Nice.
She can she pulls herself up. She can stand up. She can let go and kind of keep her balance for 10 seconds or so, and is starting to figure out, like, as we guide her, like hold her hand, her legs are moving like with us, like walking, not just like sliding her feet across the ground. So
Nice.
I think she's pretty close to that. We're also, everybody should have got, well, none of you guys got them. All your wives should have gotten invitations to Kennedy's first birthday, which will be.
I'm out.
And you weren't invited, so
Exactly.
it went to your wife, not you.
Robo just likes to crash every party he's invited to. He says no, and then he just shows up.
Yeah.
Show up. There will be.
What's the theme?
I really like when people
the
don't plan for me
the
to show
theme
up and I eat
is-
a lot of food.
The theme is Kennedy's very first birthday.
I thought you were gonna say Kennedy Space Center.
Wow, that would have been.
That would have been so much better.
Wow,
I would have come to that party.
Janie, let's change
Kennedy's
the
She
theme.
doesn't listen.
I know we've already sent out the invitations, but I think we should change it.
That's a
Kennedy-
good theme. You can keep that in your back pocket.
second, maybe second birthday. Kennedy's
Yeah,
Space
keep
Center.
that in the back pocket because
Yeah.
birthday party. It's like a lot of pressure. The first birthday is like a big one, obviously, because it's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like there's a lot of pressure to like do a big theme and like it's like it's a
Right.
lot. It's not
So
like
weird.
like you. I feel like you for a long time when you're like in your 20s or whatever, you stop having like fancy birthdays. You just like go out and get drunk. But then then you have the kid and it's like, wait, I gotta like figure out a theme again.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
do little activities and little get a cake and get the food for the kids and then food for the grown-ups and snacks for the kids and snacks for the grown-ups.
Gotta get
It's,
smash cake.
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work.
There'll be M&M casserole. Don't worry.
Speaking of M&M casserole,
Yeah, we I'll go into that. So we did feel like we've reached a point where we can open up a merch store for all of the hundreds of people that enjoy this podcast. Well, just 100.
Tens of people.
Yeah, tens of people. So yeah, I brought some stuff over here to see because I bought some stuff to see how these things look. We got a T-shirt here with the Bad Dad Advice logo on the front.
Couldn't have
Pretty
ironed it
comfy
before you
shirt.
brought it.
No, Jesus, come on.
Did you bring it here in a shoe,
Yeah.
dude?
We got a
let me pull this shirt out of my shoe real quick. Show it off.
we got a sweatshirt that's actually really comfortable. We don't have it. I told you to bring it upstairs, but you don't have it. But it's really nice. And I got a onesie. How cute is this thing?
That's fantastic.
Your baby could be wearing our logo in a week. It's about how long it took to get here.
Have you convinced Tiff to let you bring your baby home in that?
Oh, it's happening.
Oh my
It's
god,
happening.
that would be awesome.
Awesome.
We got teddy bears. We've got this little baby teddy bear that has you can get all the different logos on it. This has the definition of Bad Dad Advice on the front. But cute little teddy bear here. And then we got hats. I got a little hat on my head that has the logo on it. Little camo hat, trucker hat.
Yeah, and
So-
there's a couple different graphic designs that we have. M&M casserole, the recipe. So for those who don't know the recipe and are very interested in actually making it for yourself and want to remember it forever, can print a recipe on a shirt. And so you can carry that recipe with you whatever you want.
Yeah.
But
So we've got the link to the merch store on all of our social medias and stuff, and I'll start putting it everywhere. But yeah, if you want to help us out and help we're not expecting to make any money, but offset the cost of keeping this thing running.
yeah, so unfortunately we did what was it? Aunt Jeannie's beanies. What was it? What was her website?
Oh, Tumblr Genie.
Tumblr Genie beanies.
Tumblr Genie.
We did fire her, and we went to I think
I don't think do we fire her?
we're not using
We're
her
not
anymore.
using her anymore. There
So
are
this is-
tumblers on the
I'm
website.
sure I'd use her. I'd probably use her.
This is a
we had a contract through the end of 2023,
I'd
just
probably,
like with PE.
I'll
So
probably
we-
still use her.
We lost our sponsor, but we gained a legitimate shop to fulfill all of your desired bad dad vice merch needs.
all the things. I got a couple of updates. I don't know
I
know where
got
that
a
came from.
couple of
I got a
updates.
fuckle of cupcakes.
Fuck
I got a fuckle of cupcakes.
Ooh, cupcakes.
Ooh, hey.
Yep. So I think I've entered the phase of, I don't know if you guys experienced this, but I feel like I've heard about it. Like everything bad happens right before the baby comes, just to make you as stressed out as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to. I this isn't a bad thing. I'm gonna get my truck cover next week.
How many months pregnant? Just so everybody, for those that don't know,
She is coming up on 35 weeks.
I can't convert
so
that.
what
She's
is that?
got
That's
another month.
9 months.
Okay,
Another
8
month.
months.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be getting the truck cover on. That's something I actually want to do. And then we've got plumbing issues, which
Like
is
You
Like
can't
you,
take a
like wait, like you personally have plumbing issues, or
He's
you're
backed
home.
up.
Yeah.
He can't take a shit.
early onset BPH.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got.
So you have your house has plumbing issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're-
I thought
are
you-
you're-
I thought
are
you
you-
were-
Are you on a septic tank or
No, city.
okay? So city sewer.
We just got it's an old the house was built in the 40s, so it's like just all the old pipes and stuff, and it's just all this stuff is interconnected. So I got to get somebody out there because
That's how plumbing works.
but it's in bad ways.
All these pipes are fucking connected to each
All these
other.
pipes go to one main pipe that goes out to the road. What the hell?
Can't believe
Yeah,
it.
That's
but
plumbing.
So what's the problem? Is it backing up? Or?
yeah, it's like every couple weeks I have to snake it out and it just loses its pressure and all that stuff. So I don't know if it's the toilet or the pipes, but I got to get somebody out to look at because the toilet's
a-
also
Didn't you-
really old.
wait.
So I had that same issue. Just call a plumber and have them go out there. They'll snake it all the way out to the main line.
Well, that's
of the
what I'm
road.
thinking, yeah.
and
So-
it'll clear it. It'll clear it out.
Didn't you just do some plumbing work in your own home recently?
Sink.
Could that possibly? And that sink has no pressure.
Nope. That bathroom is great. That toilet works phenomenal.
All the water
It's all
pressure's
good.
going there.
The plumber comes in and goes, somebody left a set of pliers in the inside of the sink.
Yeah. But no, it's we're just gonna get someone to take care of that. And
Okay.
then what else do I got?
Everything going wrong. What else is going wrong?
Yeah.
You have hand, foot, and mouth.
Weight loss not working well. We did our 3D sonogram.
That
we
went
got-
wrong.
So kind of. We went the first time and with all the family members, and basically the entire time the cord was right on top of his face, and then he had like his arms all over his face, so you couldn't get a single picture. So I've already just determined that he's just gonna be a dickhead. So he's just gonna be an asshole.
It's a card.
We
It's gonna be great.
Makes sense.
Janie and I actually did the 3D sonogram too, and it was kind of like a thing for our parents because like I wasn't taking them to the hospital to do those sonograms and stuff like that. So so we took the whole family. It was Janie's parents, my parents, all that stuff, and we kind of had the same issue. The first time we went was Kennedy was facing backwards.
Yeah.
You couldn't see.
It's only the back of her
So you
head.
couldn't see her at all.
Landon's doing the same
Um,
thing. He's facing her spine.
But the one thing that they did say was, you could see like her hair, and the lady was like, "Oh, she has a lot of hair," and Kennedy was born with quite a lot of hair, so it was pretty impressive that you can see that in there. But then we went back again, just me and Janie, but you had to pay to go back again. She's like, oh, it didn't work the first time for $50.
Really?
You can go back and do it again. Yeah,
See,
we
they
had to
let
pay.
us come back for free.
Oh no, we had to pay to go back again.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
It was
he's
it was much less.
The
but-
only thing that we were able to see the second time was he's definitely got my nose, a big ol' honker in there.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cute
He's
baby,
been
cute baby,
smelling
cute
farts
little
from a mile away.
cute little pile of mashed potatoes in there.
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
What you got? You got anything, Robo?
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Yes, you're real prepared for this.
I've kind of been sleepwalking through the last.
Yeah, you've yawned like 4 times.
I know.
Since this podcast has started.
Well,
He's been
last
yawning
night-
since the finance episode.
Last night was also like a really, really rough night. One of the babies was up every 2 hours. So, and like I said before, I operate better. So like I can still function with very little sleep. Emily cannot. So I let her sleep, and in the middle of the night, I take, I handle everything from midnight to 6 a.m. Like I'm on it.
I think that's an excuse she made. I think she tricked you early on in y'all's relationship. She's like, oh, I can't do anything because she knew y'all were going to have babies one day.
You think that.
She tricked you.
But I cashed in said points from last night to come here today.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice.
Good.
yeah. So I was able to bank up some points because she was like, well, what am I getting out of this? I said, you got a good night's sleep.
Oh, you're so well rested. You can stay home with 2 kids.
So you're
Yeah,
back.
no,
So you're back to 0.
Back to 0. Actually, I think that brought me to negative 10,000, somewhere in there.
All right. So we got
Okay, point that.
Yeah.
Great.
But yeah, no, the girls they're getting big. We've had a couple of pediatrician appointments just to get. There's one of them has torticollis is what it's called. It's like where the neck muscle is.
That's a bike race in France.
Yeah.
Abs, I don't know what you're laughing at. Abs, I don't know what you're laughing at. Before we started filming, you thought that it
called
was
it
being
turtleneck.
allergic to turtles.
He called it turtleneck.
Yeah, at least it was close, right? Turtle's like...
Same thing.
No, so
The
when she would
torticollis.
sleep for the first like 2 months, she would always go to one side. So the neck muscles on there kind of restricted and they got really tight. So like it's very not, I don't know if it's painful, but it's definitely you can tell it's uncomfortable for her to turn the other way. Mm-hmm. So we're going to physical therapy and trying to make sure that her neck is going the right way.
So she's already in physical therapy.
Yeah,
Takes after her dad.
That's a Roberson.
exactly.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
I will say I hate that it's happening to you, but I'm glad it happened because I've never heard of this in my entire life.
Why would you be glad it happened to him?
I said I'm sad that it happened to you, but I'm glad I'm learning about it.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, but can't you learn about it on the internet instead of having it happen
I
to your
wouldn't have
friend?
even looked it up.
Yeah, you would have no idea to
Yeah.
even look for that.
No, it's
So
interesting.
yeah,
True.
so when your kid's born and you put him down for naps or to go to sleep or whatever it is,
You gotta
make sure
flip-flop
he's
him.
not always like favoring one side or the other. Try and make sure
Yeah.
you're constantly like, even if it's waking him up a little bit, like
Yeah,
go in
literally
there and,
never heard of this in my life. So.
yeah. You don't want them staying to just one side because they're still so little. All their muscles and everything are developing. So she was always on the same side, and she's the one that was sleeping 10 hours through the night.
Is
a
that the
month
acid
in.
reflux one?
No, it's the other one.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. So you can see why 2 is. Oh, that's my wife right there. You can see why 2 is pretty. I might have to leave here in a second.
All right. Well, if that's the case,
But no, we're everything's going good. They're both getting big. We were doing tummy time with both of them. We have to do it, with the one that has the neck issue. We have to make sure we're really focusing on tummy time and physical therapy stretches at home all the time. With the other one, we're just kind of like, hey, let's figure it out. She's going to spit up no matter what. There's nothing they can do to stop it. It's just we have a medicine that's basically like a Pepsid that makes it more comfortable for her.
Yeah.
So like she'll be looking at you laughing and smiling and then bleh, just throw up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So when we're doing tummy time and stuff, they both actually, I don't count it as a complete rollover because it was just stomach to back, but they rolled over from their stomach to their back while we were doing tummy time.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool.
That's the first step. Yeah.
Yeah. So it
That
was,
means
it was-
you got to change the swaddle now. Now that they can roll over onto their stomach.
They're
No,
not. They're
onto
not
their
even
stomach.
close going from back to stomach.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
no,
that's
no.
when you got to change the swaddle.
Yeah,
right?
no,
When they
we're-
go from back to front.
Yeah, that's when they show
no.
when they start to
the
show that
arms.
they can roll from back to front and control their muscles a little
Yeah,
bit.
you got to free their arms.
Because right now it's basically like they're doing the tummy time and like reaching for stuff, and when they go to move their arm, they basically just fall over.
Yeah, the freak out for
It's
me was
controlled
like
fall.
that. Like once they can go from front to back, once they can go from back to front, then
Yeah.
when they're sleeping and they roll themselves over, it's like they're allowed to sleep like on their stomach or
Yeah.
whatever. That was always so freaky to me. Where I'm like, oh, dude, like, can you just sleep? But you can't keep them on their back. Like they're gonna roll over if they
Yeah.
want to roll over.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a weird little.
Yeah.
That was a weird phase. Yeah, we're in a good spot right now. Like we got a nice routine. He sleeps through the night. He's like he's about to start running. Like this kid's like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's fast.
he's like a runner now. I mean, you turn your back, turn around. He's like, what room is this kid in? Like,
I don't know who he gets that from.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
I
don't
came
know, yeah.
I came over here. What was it? A couple weeks ago when we filmed the last couple episodes. I was over here and I opened the door and he beat me to the door before pitch.
right. He's
he came to the door and was like, "Sup, dude?"
sprinting,
and had like a bag of Oreos in his hand. I'm like,
and like if you go,
splitting
like,
those?
so he's also like he like
that.
definitely understands a lot more. Like if you go like high five, like you can understand that. He hasn't started talking. He should probably have more words by now, but he's not really talking a lot. In the morning, Megan will get him ready, and then like he'll run out, and he'll like when he's looking for me in the morning, he'll just be like saying "Dad" while he's looking for me. But that's like the extent of his talking. So that area he's behind a little bit. He's running. He's pretty coordinated. I mean, from what I can tell, I mean he's not like an idiot. Like he can throw a ball. He can throw a ball.
Sounds like a dumb jock.
He's a dumb jock. Yeah,
Freak athlete, can't talk.
You got to be. What is it? There's
Love
like there's only like 4 things you got to be, right? You got to be pretty. You got to be smart. You got to be funny. You got to be good looking, and then you're gonna succeed in life.
Isn't pretty and good looking the same thing?
No, what pretty, smart, funny.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
What is it? Pretty, smart, funny, athletic. That's what I'm thinking of. Pretty, smart, funny, and athletic. If you have those 4 things, you're good. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to.
Sounds like I'm the total package.
Yeah, marry a man like me, dad.
Yo, Bagoya.
Well, on that note,
Marry a man like my dad.
on that note,
I didn't write that.
Do you guys want to get into this?
Yeah. So the core of the episode today is going to be just at this point in our lives, we've been dads for a while or have had a long experience with pregnancy, so we all are relatively familiar with dad life, and I think we just want to give ourselves a checkpoint and check ourselves on how good we are in various aspects of being a father. So we're gonna just compare our ratings, if you will.
No vegetables. I don't like vegetables at all. So what I do is I take a vitamin. If I go smaller, I'm going with a weasel. If I go bigger, of course, a buckhorn sheep. Boom! That's a turducken.
That is it. We have reached the time.
I forgot that the first thing was he hates vegetables.
I don't really like vegetables.
I don't really like. Do it again. We're gonna run this back because this is for us more than it's for
No
you guys.
vegetables. I don't like vegetables at all. So what I do is I take a vitamin. If I go smaller, I'm going with a weasel. If I go bigger, of course, a buckhorn sheep. Boom! That's a turducken.
And that is, of course, Frank Caliendo doing a John Madden impression over top of a Madden graphic for the audio-only listeners.
It is time for the Dadden ratings. We've been talking about them forever, and I think we finally reached the time. So y'all want to get into them?
We have. We're going to start with James Abatanozzi. So for the viewers, if you don't watch our YouTube videos, it adds a great little aspect to the listening experience. So we're going to try to be as audio only friendly as we can, but this is James Abatanozzi's Dadden rating profile that we have.
The picture is phenomenal.
Okay, so Abs is a 75 overall.
It's not bad.
Which is highlighted by his 2 best attributes, beer drinking and karaoke. How do you feel about that? He's very good at it.
I feel great about it.
You're in the 99 club.
I'm in the 99 club of beer drinking, and I agree with that. That can't be more accurate. I will preface this with last night. I went through all of these with Janie, and I would say a good majority of them that she did agree with. There were some that she, as soon as I said it, laughed hysterically and did have to make the change. So, but yeah, fun dad, beer drinking. I mean, that's me in a nutshell. That's pretty much what I live for.
One of your worst stats is marry a man like me dad.
Dude, I don't know why you guys say it like that. You wrote that, Trey. You made this. I did not.
Marry a man like me, Dad. What is it? How is this supposed to be read?
Marry a man like me, Dad. I don't say it.
Marry a man like me dad.
Trey wrote that. I will say this. That's a pretty low score. I might argue that it needs to be a little bit higher.
You want your daughters to marry somebody like you?
I mean, we just admitted that I am the total package. I'm funny. I'm smart.
I like this. I like this because this means that
you have a mouse in your pocket.
No, I like this because this means that his self-confidence has gone up since like 8 episodes ago because you were adamant that you didn't want Kennedy to marry anybody like you.
It's really just like if you go down in the bottom left, we talk about these traits. Dad type can't fix anything.
Yeah,
that's really what I don't want Kennedy to have because if Kennedy marries a guy that,
You-
or
she
a
needs to-
girl, I
she
guess she
needs
can marry
to-
whoever she wants. But if she gets married and that person can't fix anything,
Yeah.
and I can't fix anything,
You
then
need somebody
who's
like
gonna
if,
fix
if
it?
like the plumbing breaks or something, you need somebody that can lay some pipe, right? That's what
I need-
that's what anybody would ever.
exactly.
So also personality, FOMO, right? You do have a big fear of missing out. That's
Super FOMO.
That's why he
a-
showed up. That's why he showed up with HFM today.
That's why you show with HFM.
I don't have HFM. I have super bad FOMO. Kennedy also has really bad FOMO, and like it's so hard with naps with her. Like if something's going on, and it's like, oh, it's time to get her down for a nap.
Yeah.
She's not having it.
Yeah.
She's not having it.
So now do you agree with a 31 overall for chores?
I thought that was a little generous. I'm going to be honest. It was so.
thought it should be
So when
worse.
when I originally saw this, it was in the 40s. When I read that to Janie, she laughed hysterically, and she knows that the max score is a 99, and so a 42. That's a F already. F minus.
I
And
think
she
that,
thought
but I would,
she said it should be lower.
I would agree
Wow.
that chores should be worse. You are pretty bad at listening, which is at a 42 out of
Terrible,
99. But I do think that you do listen sometimes.
yeah. If this
You do
also
chores no times.
I think that
Selective
if we
hearing.
looked at these stats, maybe a couple months ago, your lower back stat might have been a little bit higher. I think it's taken a hit in recent updates. to
I'm
the
actually working on the lower back. The lower back is a little bit higher than what it should have been a few weeks ago because I've recently put a lumbar support pillow in my truck. I sit on a lumbar support pillow now when I drive.
I think if you add a lumbar support pillow to your car, that inevitably lowers your lower back stat
No, it's making my
because
lower
you're
back stronger.
doing PEDs for your lower back.
Hey, you know what?
But he's
If you
working
ain't-
on it,
if you ain't
right?
cheating, you ain't trying.
Tua took a lot of took Muay Thai in the off season, so he wouldn't have concussions. It's like in
Right.
the off season you're working on your lower back.
It's fixing my posture. I think that's
Yeah.
part of it. We
There
need
you go.
that. I believe Robo. Are you still sitting on a pillow?
No.
You're not.
Robo is sitting right now on a booster seat pillow.
On a booster
No,
seat
right
pillow.
now.
It's right here.
Oh, you moved it.
I moved it.
Oh, sure you
My
did.
my posture went down, so he's like,
I
all
do
right,
want-
he's not that tall.
One I want to bring up, and then we can get off me. We can talk about somebody else. But that other 99 there, anybody see that? Karaoke.
That's true.
I am the king of karaoke.
You're up there.
I'm up there. I might be one of the best karaokeers on the
hard-
planet.
hard to argue.
But yeah, I agree with that. You're also like a karaoke machine, though. Like every single song.
That's
That's
the
what
point.
makes him a 99.
That's what makes you a good karaoke singer.
Like this stats kind of remind me of like a Ted Ginn Jr., right? It's like 99 speed, but like the
Can't
rest
catch.
of it,
But it
is
was
like
Ted
I
Ginn
get it.
family.
it's like the Ted Ginn family. Now, dad joke 75. I mean, I don't know why it's 75. I feel like you're a little bit funnier than that, but I guess you're not
I-
dad jokey, right?
Yeah.
Right, my dad
You're-
joke's not funny.
Your jokes are very adult centric a lot.
Correct, correct.
So like,
I
yeah.
am working on that too. Recently
Yeah.
for Christmas, I received a dad joke calendar, dad joke daily calendar. So I am.
I love that.
When
Nice.
I pull it away every day, and I get a new dad joke.
We like
nice.
that.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
All
pretty good overall.
There you
You
go.
got a little morale boost. So
I
know
got a
what it
pet. I
is.
got a pet newt, and I named him Tiny.
You know
Why'd
what?
you name him Tiny? Because he is my newt.
I think we can go ahead and ask the Madden adjusters to move that dad joke down to 73. All right, well, we'll go on. We'll do the next.
all right, where are we going next?
Let's be clear with this before we get into Trey's. Trey did make all of these, so
Yeah.
that's why.
Of course he ranked himself
Of course he
number
ranked
one.
himself number one.
Yeah.
And put him in the top 1% of Dad Vice Dads.
Get over
Get
yourself.
over yourself, dude. Fearless leader personality.
So he's an 80 overall with a little morale boost there. You got 96 dad jokes.
Yeah.
I agree with that. He got some
He's got
good.
pretty good jokes.
You don't
some
like
good
that?
dumb jokes.
You don't like it over there?
96.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear his jokes? That's a 75.
Tell me yours.
Yeah.
What?
Tell me your dad joke.
Do a dance for
Dance for me, clown.
Dance for me, clown.
The other thing I want to point out is that, yeah, Trey made this. Obviously, he's going to make himself
Make me laugh,
seem
funny man.
awesome. His dad type, veteran dad. I see you've been a dad for just over a year. You're a veteran dad. You know who a veteran dad is? Philip Rivers.
I want to be very
That
clear.
guy's,
Hey, how about
guy's a veteran.
I don't know if you noticed this, but this is the Bad Dad Vice podcast team. So Philip Rivers is not on the Bad Dad Vice podcast.
He
If he
might
wants
be-
to do a guest spot, I'm sure we could have him. But he's not on the Bad Dad Vice podcast
He's
team.
probably got good dad advice.
All right.
Guy knows what he's doing.
Right. What else we got on here? We got grilling 99. That's. I think it's generous, man. I don't know why.
It's a little high.
It's high. I mean, that's high. I mean,
You're pretty mean.
I mean,
on
I'm
the
pretty.
grill,
I'm a good griller, but like, am I a 99? Is there no room
I think
for
you're-
improvement?
So here's the thing. To be a 99, you've got to be the guy that when there's a cookout happening with all of the people, there's no question who's manning that grill.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
think you're that guy.
I think that I am consistently executing. If the Madden adjusters brought me down, I would not put me in the 80s, but I do think 99 is probably a little bit generous.
I think you're probably around a 91.
Yeah, 91,
Really?
maybe 92,
90, 91-ish, somewhere in there.
maybe 93.
90, 91.
I think it's
somewhere
so.
in
like
there.
93
It's
or
really funny that you're like arguing these rankings and questions. I'm like, you fucking made them.
What do you mean? I didn't
You
make 'em.
put all these numbers here.
These are the data and ratings adjusters.
We did have some.
Oh, this is from EA Sports
This
data.
EA
Sports.
Oh, don't say
If
that.
you're gonna do it, is that
I think it's trademarked.
is that trademark?
I think so.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, diaper changing. I'm top dog there. Points. I'm gathering points easy. Where I really struggle, core injury and playing on the floor. I am not good.
And I think all those go together.
Big
Yeah.
see now you're seeing a pattern there,
Yeah,
right?
they all
You're seeing
go
a pattern.
If he goes down, he might need a
Like, you know
I've
what?
fallen and I can't get
What
up
I think
button.
what these stats remind me of is like a really good blocking tight end, right? Like I am
Pass catching 60.
like it's like I don't have fast catching, but like a blocking tight end, it's like I got strength, I got pass block, run block, I can do all the
you
things.
can take a good nap.
Take a great nap.
Great.
I will say this one thing I would change in the positive upwards direction is your dad bod. You do,
Really?
I think you have a pretty solid dad bod.
I think we've talked about this before that like I've transcended dad bod.
Yeah. So he's a 75 on
I
dad
think
bod.
it's not bad.
I think
that's pretty
what
good
brings
dad
him there is not that he is lacking the dad bod, it's he's pushing the dad bod.
Right. I don't think it's 75 because it's so good it's not dad body enough.
It's because you're pushing dad bods to a new height.
I've gone past dad bod is what I'm saying.
Oh, so you're like you hit the peak and you're actually on the
Right,
down
right.
climb now.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got budgeting at a 99, the finance guy.
Guys,
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I got and
That's pretty
bedtime
solid.
79. Like I think bedtime could probably be a little higher. I'm pretty good at bedtime, but Megan is she's the bedtime queen in the house, so I'm not getting enough. The dad and adjusters aren't able to see my bedtime skill enough. But once they do, I think
That's fair.
It'll
that'll
shine a
bump
little
up.
bit. Yeah.
definitely.
All right, so 80 overall. All right, let's get into the next one.
Look at that photo. This guy.
guy
This
looks
guy.
good.
This is great, right? Personality tired. He's living up to it on this podcast. He's yawned 37 times since this thing has started.
Coming in hot with the 99 club
I don't know if
on IHOP.
One of the biggest traits that you can have, right? Hunger level of temptation omelet is a huge trait. That comes into handy a lot.
Who wrote that? Did you write that? Or did you write that?
Trey wrote that.
The dad and
dad and
adjusters.
Spells.
The dad and adjusters.
The dad and adjusters can't spell.
We just show up.
Omelet is spelled incorrect.
No, I meant like omelette du fromage.
Oh, the temptation. The temptation omelet.
It's
Right.
omelette.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
French. It's French.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that temptation omelet piece does come in handy a lot, especially when you look at the other one, the midnight feeds at
Right.
a 95.
Midnight
Right, that's not
feeds
your
95.
baby.
why-
That's not your
why-
baby. That's
yeah,
you.
That's me.
Midnight
That's
feeding
me
yourself.
eating at 1 a.m.
Right. I think the dad and adjusters need to figure this out. Yeah, IHOP at a 99. That's true. I don't think you could be any better at IHOpping. Sports betting 98. I don't know where that came from,
There's room for improvement on that.
The adjusters went for it.
but I gotta put. That's got to be a 91 for me.
I mean, the
For
guy,
me,
the
I
guy
don't think
is.
this-
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
it's
this
not.
guy
It's
is.
not talking about winning sports bets. It's just the amount of bets that I
Yeah,
place
yeah,
in a
yeah.
day.
I don't think that's how skills work.
That's how it
That's
works.
not really
I
how
don't think that's
skills
how
work.
skills work.
I mean, I'm winning at over a 50% clip.
Okay, so it is about
I'm making
winning.
money.
So you're now it is about winning.
He's
just
also
saying.
betting more than like 50% of people. So it's
Yeah.
I noticed that points doesn't have a number.
Yeah, so that's my point value.
Your
Rock.
point value is rocks.
it's not a boulder.
That's all I
It's
get.
a rock.
Okay, you
I
have.
don't gain points. I can only lose them.
Okay.
And when I can break even on points, they have no value.
Didn't you say you
Interesting.
cashed points to be here today?
I did. I cashed rocks.
And now he's back to rock.
Well, no wonder your points are worthless. Nobody wants a fucking rock. Here you go, Emily. I brought you these rocks.
Injury
Exactly.
injury 70.
Oh my
also, feels.
I think that's a little
That's
low.
generous.
I think that's low.
I think that is
I think it'd
like.
be higher.
I think your
should be higher.
injury score should be lower than my chores.
The only
score.
reason it's a 70 is because you have not yet had an injury as a dad.
as a dad, correct.
But as soon as you do, I think people are going to realize that injury score is generous.
I don't know, man. Since I've gotten out of college, my injury bug has been it's kind of gone away a little bit because I'm
Robo,
not healthier.
Robo, I'm pretty
but
sure
I'm not working out more.
within like
I'm
the
also-
last within like the last 5 times that I've golfed with you, you almost had to quit because you rolled your ankle on a root.
That does happen a lot, yeah. But it's because I hit the ball in the trees.
yeah, quit hitting him in the woods.
We'll see. We'll see where this goes because over time that injury rating I think will be it'll
Drop.
regression to the mean. I think is the
If it regresses
is
to the
term.
mean, that injury score should be a 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bedtime as a 60. Are you happy with that, or you think that the dad and adjusters could do better there?
So I think that could be a little higher because I am good at bedtime, but Emily, for the most part, is like astronomically better than I am at getting both of them down. Like one of them she's like she is the rock of my points. It's like you just set her down, she falls asleep.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. The other one, I cannot get her to sleep. If you were holding a gun to my head and said, "Dude, get this baby to sleep now," I couldn't do it.
So you're not good at it.
No.
Interesting.
Somebody shut that baby
no.
up.
No, so I would say I would have imagined bedtime a little higher, and core seems very high.
No, I got a really good core. I like to keep it protected. It's wintertime. It's cold out. So, like,
It's
You gotta-
we're literally 2 of us are wearing tank tops.
You're telling me you're an 87 core.
87 core.
I think 87's about right.
Oh my god! I mean,
87.
87.
Goodness.
It's pretty,
And the-
that's a pretty
and the-
good score.
And the only
You know
reason
that people can see you right now.
I'm not saying I have a six
You're
pack.
wearing black on black.
I'm not saying I have a six
Slimming.
pack. Not one thing up there says, "Oh, he has a six pack." I'm saying I have a strong enough core to where I have yet to have a back injury.
We have dad bod 79. Explain that.
I think that should be higher. I think I have a killer dad
You
bod.
think that should be like an 87?
I think that should be an
I think you
87.
should switch core and dad bod.
I didn't make them.
That's true.
I
That's,
think that-
that's
you know
I
what?
Dad and
agree.
rating
You
adjusters.
tricked
I agree. I
I
agree.
They
think
may have
that's-
just typed it in the wrong.
I think
areas.
this is like these are the initial ratings really ever, and we're gonna see how these evolve over time because these dad and rating adjusters sometimes they just got to get out and watch a practice, right? They got to do their
Yeah.
job,
Yeah.
get out there, watch.
Yeah.
Multitasking 92. You were complaining about multitasking. That's why you order IHOP. So I don't think multitasking should be a 92 either. I think you're.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's
how
got
many
2
people?
babies.
How many people can feed a baby, burp a baby, and order IHOP and eat IHOP and go to the door and grab it
I think most people.
at 2 a.m.?
No, a lot of
most
people, a lot of people can probably do that.
Okay, I think that's anything else here that we need to touch on here. You're a 78 overall as a dad.
like that.
Morale's a
My
little
morale's
bit low.
a little low. of
My
morale.
morale's a 69 though.
Little
Nice.
low,
Nice.
little low,
Nice.
little low morale. Yeah, but you also good scheme fit. Nice. Okay. And last but not least,
My question
we have
is,
Blue Steel.
I want to know where you found this picture of me because
I didn't find it.
I want it because it makes me look great.
I didn't find it. This is
My
makes you look
jawline,
great.
my,
You can't see the rest of the photo either.
my jawline looks incredible.
What if the rest?
I would
What
love
if the
to
rest of that photo, your body looks like Trace?
Doesn't matter.
I would love to see the rest of that.
You
photo.
can see the rest of his body.
I think the
It's in
rest of my
picture.
body looks like the picture.
Okay, so let's see here. So we have a huge morale, big time morale guy. Personality wild card for sure. Dad type unpredictable. Hunger level porch crystal. How do you feel about those traits?
I agree.
Porch crystal.
Great analysis.
No, yeah. So hunger level, it depends because that's a real finicky thing because I feel like I don't have as much of a problem with the eat less as some of the other dads do, but at times it gets a little crazy. So it's more of like a wild card hunger as well. We're just all around wild.
So at times you could eat 50 porch crystals. At other times you could eat 2
Right.
and be
Yeah,
satisfied.
correct.
Whereas
100%.
like the
There
three
you
of
go.
us, when we eat porch crystals, it's
100
we're
every
eating
time.
40 porch crystals.
You
no
know what
matter
I noticed here? I noticed that
100%.
core 87, the two of you have the same core.
See, that's
How do you
where.
guys feel
See,
about that?
and
That's
I
where they
think
messed it
I
up.
think my
Couldn't
core
agree
I think
more.
my core's stronger than his.
Oh, you're crazy.
Oh, we need to have a core off.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
we need to
I
have a
am the
off.
core.
You guys should plank.
What's
plank
the best
this whole
way?
episode.
What's the best way to like test your core? Like you do like competing sit-ups and see who
plank.
can
No, just
Planking.
just do a plank for the longer.
Yeah.
keep picking shit up. Don't hurt your back.
No, that's
Core has to do with back strength. It's 100%
that's
proven.
injury rating. You're talking about injury rating. I'm talking
no,
about.
I want to
core.
see who
outta
can do a
here.
plank the longest.
Me.
Do it right now.
Oh,
We might have a short. We might have a short for later in this
coming.
week.
Okay,
Oh my
I
God.
notice here that talking out of his ass rating is not good.
It's also a little high.
I think.
No, I
I
think-
think it's generous.
I think it should be higher.
I think you're
all you
talking
do
out
is,
of-
I think
right.
all you do is talk out of your ass.
I think that is talking out of your ass rating is the lower it is, the more you talk out of your ass.
I think what it is I do it a lot and I'm really bad at it. Like when I'm talking out of my ass, it's all reckless shit.
random
The
facts.
success factor, like it's very little success.
okay.
Yeah.
Paintball
Yeah.
fields tend to drain well.
Got it. Okay, got it.
All right, like
They're
when-
there's a lot of critical fails in there.
when
Okay, I
he
see
talks
that.
out of his ass, he gets called out very
Yes.
quickly.
For
It's
example,
kind of like sport.
not-
It's like sports betting. You said it's all about quantity. Even
I didn't say it's all about quantity.
but it's not about quantity. It's about success factor. Success of sports betting. You think you're good, and talking out of your ass, you think you're bad.
It's
at that.
never,
Okay,
it's
got it,
never
got it.
believable. We don't believe
That makes
it when
sense.
we talk about it.
Awareness 50. Couldn't agree more. Completely unaware.
I do be stumbling around sometimes.
Diaper changing 65. That rating is there's a chance for some big improvement.
So
there.
here's the thing. So I a little bit disappointed with the adjusters here, but on the overall. But I feel like what's happening is I feel like I'm the Caleb Williams of this draft right now. It's like in theory, could
You're
be
like the
great.
greatest
and
prospect in the
people
history
are,
of
oh
the
yeah,
game.
people are high on me. But the Madden ratings and the adjusters and stuff like
Dadden-
that always
Dadden
make,
ratings.
no, I'm just talking
Dadden
about on the
ratings.
other ones.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
always adjust rookies low.
So you think
I think my sophomore year
you are
is
the
going to be. I
number
could be
one-
in. I could be in the 90s.
you're like the number one dad prospect out there?
Oh, 100%.
Like if any
Yeah.
woman could
Wow.
choose the father of their child, you'd be the number one overall pick.
I think I need to
Oh, yeah.
petition to have.
Interesting.
Well, you know what? It's all makes sense because his awareness is 50.
you know what? You're right.
So checks out. Okay.
He is certainly unpredictable.
And talking out of his ass, unsuccessful again. Bottle washing 72. I think that has some room for improvement. I would agree that some of these are rookie scores, right? I think that like your DIY at 75 is pretty good. Bottle washing at 72 could be higher easily. Diaper could be higher. Stamina, it's hard to know.
It's just the
stamina.
unknown.
And then laundry 77. I mean, that's also
great.
I
I'm
think
great at laundry.
I think there's a room for improvement there.
sad laundry.
I would argue Party Dad 97. I mean, are you happy with that? Do you think that's not giving you the credit you deserve?
So I think, personally, I think that's a little high.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Because over the last month, I've been doing quite a bit of the drinkies because I'm clearing out my liquor collection, getting it all out of the house. I will have nothing in the house for the first 6 months, year, whatever.
I have become so
Why?
good at laundry because
it's
babies
gonna-
shit everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Because it's
true.
gonna scare the shit out of me that I'm gonna like drop that baby or something. These things, like even in the hospital, I don't like working with the little kids because they're.
Wait a minute. You can't have booze in your house because you might drop the baby?
I don't even want to have it anywhere near me.
Yeah.
So you can't. That will change quickly.
All right, fair.
Party Dad 97. So maybe that levels out regression to the mean.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, what would you? We didn't do.
At least for the first year, I don't see myself.
We didn't do
having
a.
that.
I don't think we did a player comparison for Robo. But what would be so you're saying this is Caleb? You're saying Caleb Williams?
Yeah, I think I'm the Caleb Williams of the draft.
I would disagree.
Maybe like Caleb Denmark.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
Very
shout out,
niche
yo,
reference.
shout out Caleb Denmark.
Niche reference.
Who's
Yeah.
the quarterback? Who's the quarterback? The arena football quarterback, the really fat one. Who was that guy? What was
Tommy
his-
Grady.
Tom Grady?
No, Tom Grady. Tom Grady is the greatest arena football quarterback of all
The
time.
greatest arena football quarterback of all time, and he was a bum.
He was a bum. Tom Grady's a bum. What? No, who's the super fat quarterback that we always laugh about?
Oh, that's from the Canadian football league.
Lorenzen, Jared Lorenzen.
Jared
Jared
Lorenzen.
Lorenzen.
That's I me.
I think
Okay.
you're more of a Jared.
You're
Lorenzen.
Jared Lorenzen
I
with a better core.
Disagree.
With a better core.
all right. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I could see this being a rookie, but like I think this is like a rookie. Yeah, this is like a rookie quarterback. I don't think it's a Caleb Williams
Maybe
rookie
like
quarterback.
maybe you're like a Jameis Winston. Like early on in the career, you're a superstar.
Lot of-
No, he has
lot of
not, he didn't-
touchdowns,
he didn't
lot of
have
interceptions.
college success. No,
Eating W's.
I think this is someone that had. I think this is like a Carson Wentz, like small school, didn't like had some success, but like on at like can that translate? And but you're gonna be like a top
You know
pick,
what?
and we'll see where it
You
goes.
know what? I know who I am. I think I'm Brock Purdy. I think everybody's underestimating me right now.
Shut the hell
And
up.
I'm going to be in the Super Bowl in a year.
And you're only going to be a good dad because you got a lot of weapons around you.
Yep.
And Nicky
Yeah,
Miller
makes
thinks you're the worst dad of all time.
Wait, this is making more and more sense.
I think you're Brock Purdy.
This is making more and more
And
sense.
you only seem like a good dad because Tiffany is going to be such good of a mom.
Yeah.
that it makes you
Yeah.
brings up your dad level.
Yeah, she's my Christian
You're
McCaffrey.
gonna move
Yeah.
to San Francisco. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That won't happen.
All adds up.
All right. So that was Dadden ratings. We'll keep
think
everybody
that's-
posted. We'll update these, another 23 episodes from now, and we'll see how our dad stats are doing.
Yeah, that was fun.
I think we should
was
update
fun.
him like once a month.
Dude,
Oh
it
my
took us
God.
it took us literally like
6
3
months
months
to
to
do
make
this.
them.
but I
And
think
then
we can.
Abs wanted to edit it an hour before.
It came to me. It came to me in the shower. Some of the editings I had to do. I think what we can do is we can get all these posted on Instagram. So if you
Yes.
want to see these graphics
Yeah.
people
of our
comment
dad
on
and
them.
ratings,
Yeah.
and you want to argue any, you want to change any, go check out Instagram. We'll get them posted on
Yeah,
Instagram. Follow us on
we
Instagram.
need feedback on what from people that know our habits as to what ratings we should.
and people
be
that think they
on.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, I feel like everybody's going to give me massive points.
We've already figured out that your points is rock.
Your point is rock.
Paper,
Here,
scissors.
take all
Yeah,
these
they're-
points.
They're going to upgrade my
Your rocks?
numbers. Well, maybe my rocks too.
Perfect.
I lost rocks coming here.
It cost me a lot of rock.
You can kick rocks is what you can do.
It cost me a lot of rocks to come here.
All right. So any parting words?
Check out the shop, like, follow, subscribe.
All right. We hope you enjoyed it. Let's get out of here.